everybody. Welcome to the show. You know where you are, the 9 at 9 with me, Tigo. And it's a new month, and I had to bring our best friend, Krystylle Richardson, back. Today, she's going to talk about money decisions. I think I needed her about 10 years ago. Yeah, we're going to talk about money today. So sit right there. We'll be right back. Hey everybody, welcome back. Today you heard me right. Krystylle Richardson is here. It's her day. She's our VIP expert and she's coming in to talk about money decisions. Hey Krystylle, what's happening?
Hey, Tigo. It is great to be with you again this month. What amazing programs you've had.
Oh, I thank you. You're wearing red for Valentine's Day. I got to get a red shirt. I really got to get a red. Oh, wait, I have a red shirt. I didn't think to wear it. You look fantastic. Thanks for joining us again. Okay. Talk to me about this money decision thing. Are you telling me, choosing between pay the light bill or the gas bill? What are we talking about?
Well, it could be part of that, but we're talking about money decisions, which has to do with our relationship with money. And so no matter where you are, who you are, you do have a relationship with money. Did you know that? And so
no.
Did you know, Tigo?
I didn't know that. I'll be honest. I didn't know that. So go ahead. I'm listening.
We all have a different relationship with money, again, based on maybe where we were born, the economic level of our family at that time, the spending habits of our family or the people around us, the different things that have happened to us in our life creates a profile for us related to our money relationship and therefore our money decisions. And so one of the things I want to talk about today is just a few tidbits related to the kinds of decisions that we make. And so we all have, whether we do an investment on Wall Street or not, we all have where we've made investments. Some of us, we invest in our children. We invest in a charity who may ask us for some money, or we may invest in the stock market. And so when we think about that word invest, it takes on different definitions based on how we use it. And I want to say is that we need to invest in ourselves to get a better understanding of finances and a better understanding of our relationship with money. So that's just one area, but just using that word invest in a different way. And the fact that I've talked about money decisions. And in the last episode, I talked about wealth innovation. Yeah. And again, depending on, which block you are on, or if you've been there, done that, you may only use the word money or cash. You may not even use the word wealth. And so we want to have that as a part of people's vocabulary, the word wealth, because again, when you think of that, it takes on a different connotation in your mind when you think about wealth versus if you think about money. So, and again, as I mentioned, the word investing. So those are just a couple foundational items. There's more to it that I can get into, but those are a few foundational items just to kind of get us started on the topic.
Yeah, everybody knows we do these 9 at 9s as kind of a teaser. It's early in the morning. It's 9 o'clock on the Pacific Coast. It's noon. People are going to lunch. So we figure give them a little 10-minute teaser, a little 9-minute teaser, and then they can go out to Tigo Direct, find Krystylle, and she'll break it down. But I've got to ask you, Krystylle, when I got in the military, I met people from all walks of life. I'm from the South Side of Chicago. And my parents always treated money like it was a dirty word. You needed enough of it to pay bills. We were never going to be rich. We're never going to have that dream home. None of that's ever going to happen. And then I met people that had meetings, with the family. They sat down, pooled their funds, invested in things, supported one family member, and then they grew from there. How
Right.
do you get past, the walls that were put up for you before you even got here? These walls were already here. It took me years to realize, yeah, I can be wealthy. I can be one of them, but it took a long time to do it. How do you get to see, get the blinders off? What would you say?
Yeah. So one of the things has to do with money blockages or even wealth blockages that we all may have had at various times in our life for various reasons, because again, it depends on where you're starting. I have a book that I wrote where I collected over 140 some definitions of the word success. And every
Wow.
single definition was different. There were people from all different continents, all different walks of life, all different economic levels. And so based on what you're asking is part of how is simply, Tigo, giving yourself permission. Giving yourself permission is
Okay.
key. I just had a document that I read today from one of my students that said
Okay.
that based on a money decision, they have an issue. They feel bad taking money from clients, taking
Wait a
money
minute.
from
Hold on.
clients, taking money from clients,
Wait a
taking
minute.
money from people. Like they feel bad. Like that is a money block. That's a money block.
Yeah.
When I
And
talk
people
about money
also talk themselves down too. They talk
block,
themselves out of it. They don't, you'll see somebody and before you can even, I've done this so many times, before I can say anything about the price they've quoted me, they've talked themselves out of it and dropped it for me. Oh, you don't have to pay that, you can pay this. Oh, you can't do that, you can do that. I haven't said anything yet. They're
right,
doing it to themselves. Do you teach
right.
people to not do that?
Right, I do. And again, it depends on where you are. Like I praise God that my husband and I we've done well, and so we still have we're making money decisions, but we've done well. I'll just put it that
Hmm.
way. And so there are things that I can do for free. There's things that even I talked to you about last week that I can do for like maybe 5 times less than I could, because I want to help raise up the next generation that are making good wealth decisions. But in
Hmm.
the person's defense of what they wrote, I asked them to be open and honest. And so I really appreciate that, because we are going to dig in and work on that. Having where you feel bad from taking money from clients. First of all, you're not taking. They have to understand your worth. And so I do
Right.
talk a lot about worth. And a lot of, even one example that I have a number of examples, but I gave this company a proposal. I did not have time to do that particular job for them, but I
Okay.
said, we're at lunch and I'll just give them the fee. And if they want, of which I doubled what my normal charge was. And I said, if they want me, then they'll pay that. And after lunch, they thanked me, for the conversation and said, and on the way to the car, I'm sure that's negotiable. And so I politely turned and said, no, it's not negotiable. And we just went on to the cars, and it's like, okay, great. Talk to you in a couple of days, think it over, blah, 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 blah. And they called, and I had to fit it into my schedule because it wasn't negotiable. And they said that they were going to pay. And then I had to do that particular job for that particular client. Know your worth.
Wow. So, I mean, you're definitely the person, people say, if I knew somebody who knew this, or if I had a resource for that, all you people that have been asking me about Crystal, she's that person. You want to reach out to her. You want to talk to her. And what's really cool is it doesn't matter with Crystal. It's like you could just get started or be the $1 billion guy. She's going to keep it real with you. And that's what I love watching. I love watching what you do, Crystal, because you
Oh,
really
thank you.
do keep it real,
Thank
and give it a real evaluation. And I truly appreciate that. So all the resources are inside Tigo Direct. Go find her, click on her face. It's there. Trust me. So what would you tell somebody to do right now, to that first little tip to, making that first money decision, getting out of their own way?
Well, the first tip is to make a decision. There's so many people that are indecisive in this world. It's ridiculous. And so I don't say that to be mean or anything, but it is. And I'm just a little girl from Flint, Michigan. We didn't have much, but my parents taught us money principles. And I had my money all lined up. I would count it like over and over again, my allowance, but we were out there making money. My brother and I, cutting rose bushes, having a paper route, shoveling the
Uh-oh.
snow, Then I
Talking
did
my language
residency
now.
in college, and then then I had college internships, and then I had all these different things because I made a decision. So the first thing is like, well, how do you help people make a decision? Just letting them know that you need to make a decision. Indecisiveness and procrastination is the killer of dreams. Okay.
Yeah.
There's like 40 million some people in the United States that are diagnosed with depression and anxiety disorders because they're not making decisions that are good for them. Okay. And so a lot of us are walking around here undiagnosed, but for those who are diagnosed, there is more to life than just living someone else's life, living the life that they have planned for you. So get off of that conveyor belt and make some decisions, and I can help you do that.
Yeah, I totally agree, because a dream is the start to the reality, and a lot of people don't see that. They just kind of stick in the dream, and then they get mad at it because they haven't kicked it in yet. I want to thank you so much, Krystylle, for coming hanging out with us. You've already agreed to come back next month. I'm so excited. You are the best.
Awesome. Thank you for having me. Really appreciate it.
You are so welcome. Hey, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this episode. We got Krystylle. We're going to keep her as many months as we can. I hope you'll come back next time. And as always, I'm Tigo. I'll talk to you next time.